What's up again, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a minute. I was at the World Championship of Flesh and Blood in Barcelona, and I finally recovered from the travel and, kind of got everything ready for Thanksgiving. Now that that's all done and over with, I wanted to show you a couple things that I got while I was there. If you didn't watch the overall vlogs that I did or any of that coverage, I got some cool stuff while I was in Barcelona for the World Championship. So I figured we'd start things back off now that I'm back with just a fun video talking about that. But before we go farther into the video, I got this package from LSS. Seems like there's some stuff in here, so I figure we might as well start with that, since I heard some news that there's some stuff in this. I tore the box, and I didn't go any further than seeing that there's like this black envelope. So let's throw this down there. There's something else in here. It's like a box. Woo, this is cool looking. This is all I've seen, is that this box exists in plastic, and that there is an envelope tied there. So I guess let's do the envelope. So I figure it's for the celebrational. So let's see if that is correct. But I did not actually see what other people maybe posted of what it was. Just like a single letter. Oh, hey, cool. A custom keepsake just for you. We're excited to extend a warm invitation to you for the special event as Flesh and Blood enters its 5th year, which is just crazy that it's gone by this quickly, and yet it's felt like forever. Much like your adventures within the world of Wraith, we would like to take a moment to celebrate your loyalty. To mark this significant milestone, we prepared a token of appreciation for you to accompany you on your new horizon. These keepsakes are more than travel accessories. They symbolize cherished moments we've shared together on this journey. Oh, okay. It just tells you what it is. Hey, cool. Ha, a passport cover. I literally almost bought a passport cover on this trip to the World Championship of Flesh and Blood. As you place your passport in this custom cover, you'll carry it with you, the memories of the places you've explored and the adventures to come. It'll help you navigate safely in the world of Wraith, assist you in the crossing the challenging terrains like Volcor, my favorite region. So not challenging at all. Well, still challenging, actually. And then a luggage tag that symbolizes your enduring connection with us. Its elegant design reflects everything you've achieved. I just want to see these items now. I'm excited. It's a symbol of remembrance. Ah, got it. And ensures you don't lose your precious equipment. That's fun. Queenstown, Celebrational Queenstown 2024. So if you're planning on making the trip to Queenstown, I will be there, and I will be doing whatever they have planned. I literally know nothing about what that event is, the celebrational, and then of course there's like the calling right after that. As I whack these Marvel dragons, there's like the calling after that. I think I'm gonna play in that. I think that's the plan. Hey, look, it's me. Ah, the reflection. You gotta love to. I don't want to rip this. This is a nice box, and I don't want to mess it up. But at the same time, I'm going to be here for ages, just trying to get that little piece of plastic off. It is going to be absolutely amazing. It's a dream come true to be able to go visit New Zealand. Whoa! Oh my gosh, these look awesome. Oh, so I avoided, like I said, I avoided pictures. I love this because I have the book right here too. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my goodness. All right, so you have the Legend Story Studio passport cover. That feels really good. Is this like leather? Oh, it is. Well, it might be pleather. Either way, I don't even care. That is beautiful. That is fantastic. Other superlatives. This is a fake card. I'm gonna have, that would be cool if you got like a sketch card done on that, even though it's literally not for that at all. But this is like where you'd put your passport. Oh, that is very nice. I almost bought a passport cover. I was gonna buy, so we transferred through Heathrow, and I almost bought like a Harry Potter passport cover because it was like fancy looking. Even though I'm not like super into Harry Potter or anything, but I almost bought one. I chose not to, and I'm glad that I did choose not to. Wow, look at that luggage tag. That's pretty cool looking. I'm just saying, man, it's the time for merch. Merch is the time. Like, LSS can put out some merch, man. Like, just go for it. Just commit and do it, because let's be honest, at this point, you've got the like IP for it. You've got the art for it, the aesthetic for it. Just full send. Give us the shirts. Give us a shirt for every hero. That is a beautiful little box. A shirt for every hero. Give us a shirt for like The regions, I mean, let people just go wild with like support. The Vinset shirt was a cool start. Now just commit, just send, full stop. Thank you, LSS, for inviting me. It really means the most to be considered and then to be invited. This little thing, it really kind of it sends it home, because the idea that I've been making videos on this game literally since day one of Flesh and Blood's existence, and that we're almost to 5 years now, is it puts it into perspective. I've put a lot of things to the side to do this throughout the years of content creation. I've put a lot of time, and I've made a lot of choices when making videos for not just Flesh and Blood, just videos in general. I mean, every content creator does. Ask a content creator like how they manage their time, and there's 1,000 different ways and things. But for me, it's like I choose to make videos when I could be choosing to do a myriad of other things, and that's a sacrifice a lot of times. And so this is a very special, a very meaningful, and a very once in a lifetime type experience. And so I am incredibly thankful to be considered and to be allowed to come and invited to come. Okay, so sappiness to the side. Now let's take a look at what I did at Worlds. At Worlds, I played a lot of side events, and at Worlds, I talked to a lot of artists. And one of the things that I did, one of my goals, was to get as many Marvel Dragons signed and as many of my Dromite cards signed as possible while I was there. And so, of course, I got literally I think this is my favorite card in the game. I think Tumultai is my favorite card in the game. Maybe not necessarily because of the effect, even though it does feel very splashy, and I like just splashy effects like this. It's very game-changing, but also because of the art and the aesthetic. I love dragons, and this is the coolest dragon in the game. I mean, just, it's not even close. It's the coolest dragon in the game. And so with Federico signing, it's pretty awesome. So I got that one. I also got him to sign the 3 Asvalais that I play. I got all 3 Marvel Asvalais, and I got him to sign all 3 there, which looks really nice. That is also one of my favorite dragons and one of the best ones to look at. Acer was there for the first time, and I got her to sign my Chromais, which is super cool. These Chromais look just incredible. I also, every time I talked to an artist, I tried to ask them what markers they used, because these markers always just look so good. They're so crisp. And Acer does a really cool thing. She'll draw her signature out with the marker, and then she'll take a straight edge, literally a ruler, and she'll take a fine point Sharpie, and that's how she gets that finer line. And some of the artists like take that route, and then of course Federico and like other artists like that, they'll do like this thicker black line for the shadow under it. But man, I think this is super clean, like a cool idea, cool method of getting that clean line there. So I got all 3 Chromais signed, and then I went over to Mateus and I got 2 of my tomes signed. I did not have a 3rd foil tome. I had 2 foil tomes and 1 non-foil. So I figured I would find him the next time I got a foil tome on my hands and get that 3rd one signed. But I got 2 of those signed. And then, wait, no, I thought I got a bunch of wizard stuff signed. I also got Yenderai. I only brought 2 Marvels. I felt really bad. I should have brought my 3rd Marvel signed. I got Othon to sign these 2 Yenderais, which are super cool. I like his signature. It's very light. He uses a paint pen, but like one with a brush tip, a very bendy brush tip, which is cool. It means you get to like push the paint around in very calligraphic. That is not a word, but I'm going with it. Calligraphic methods and ways. And then of course I played in 2 different sigil events, and I got 2 sigils of solace. I did not get a 3rd copy. I was not able to fit a 3rd one into my weekend, simply because my wife and I celebrated our 10-year anniversary, and so we went and saw the Sagrada Familia, along with a lot of other landmarks and things like that. So we spent a lot of time out in the city itself. So I only managed to get 2, but I put them into my Dromai deck immediately. And so now every time I play this deck, it feels so splashy, and I love that. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just gotta like play the blingy cards because it feels good. It just feels good. And then while I was over at Mateus's booth, I pulled out my wizard cards, And I got my wizard cards signed as well. Unfortunately, I do not own a foil red or blue Aether Quickening. I only own the 1 copies. So these are like my only foil copies, and the other ones in the deck are non-foils. So unfortunately, I didn't get those ones signed, but I did get the 2 foils that I had signed. And then I have my extended art Everfest promos, the Emeritus Scolding promos. Got the Emeritus Scolding Reds. I do run 2 of them in the list, and then 2 blues. Because the card's good. The card's just straight up good. I think Emeritus Scolding just needs to be in the list. And so I was super excited to get those signed because I'm not going to lie. I am going to be incredibly deeply sad when Kano rotates out of Blitz because it is the deck that made me, I guess, re-fall in love with the idea of like marrying yourself to a hero. I think it's fantastic. I love Kano and Blitz. I feel like he's really good, but also really complicated and very fragile. And so it really rewards you for winning the game well and like playing the game well. And I like that a lot. And so I am going to be sad when he goes. So I'm trying to bling him out and play him as much as possible. So I'm 4 cards short of a full foil deck. And the 4 cards are 2 Aether Flares, and then 1 red Aether Quickening and 1 blue Aether Quickening. And then once I got those, I have the full deck in foil, which is cool, which is super cool. And then my project for the event from a fan's perspective, I got this book over in, I think it was Pro Tour Baltimore. They gave these books out, and these books are incredible. They are literally just empty page. So I'll open it to like the back. They're just blank. They're blank pages in this book, and it's just that same texture that these beautiful gifts are from, which I think is great. It's also on the playmat. This has become my favorite playmat, by the way. I think non-hero related. It's like that same texture, that same design. But this book is empty, and so I decided I would try to fill it with as many artist sketches as I could possibly get. So I gave this book to the artists, and I asked them to just sketch whatever they liked in it. And then I got it back, and we can see the fruits of their labor and the beauty of their art. So let's do that. Now that we've got it back in focus, of course, let's go ahead and jump in. I need to think of a good way to put like my name, like a title on this. I have like a little signature that I use that I've been practicing and improving on, but I feel kind of tacky to just use that. So maybe I'll figure out a way to title this a little bit better. I don't know. I have a couple of ideas and a couple of suggestions from like Josh Scott was like, you should get James White to write you a note of like, dearest Stephen. And I was like, that is so cheesy, but actually kind of hilarious. But I wanted Federico to start the book off. So as we flip over, that is his work. I told him Tomultai was my favorite dragon, and so he was like, oh, we're doing Tomultai then. And yeah, he did it. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Beautiful. And just a beautiful way to start the book off, too. Which, I mean, there's a lot worse sketches you could have out there. That is awesome. And then I took it over to Mateus, and Mateus did Aether Quickening, which is super cool. And this, so he told me this was actually, if you look at Aether Quickening, right, and you look at this was apparently one of the options that they were filtering through when deciding what the final pose and art should be for this. So this was one of the considerations for Aether Quickening, which is a cool story to be able to talk about and tell while someone flips through this book. And that's the goal, is for someone to be able to flip through this book as they go. And if you do, well, you can see Iswardi's work here on Arachne. And I was talking to Iswardi, and I asked like kind of what he would like to do, and we were talking about. I threw out the idea of Arachne because I spoiled Arachne, and that was a very special spoiler for me. And so Iswardi was like, "Let's do it. Let's do Arachne." And this turned out so good. And these 3 sketches are where the book starts. And from this point, every time I go to an event with an artist, I want to take this book and I want to see if they'll be willing to add a sketch to it. Because I think adding a sketch to this and eventually having this book be just sort of like this memento that you can look back on at the different events that you went, I think would be really, really cool. And rounding out the artist spotlight, I did actually get Iswardi to sign a foil version of Arachne's adult hero, which I think is really cool as well. This I plan on playing anytime I pick up Arachne. This is going to be the hero of choice, the card of choice. Why not? I mean, at this point, like, you might as well just bling it out and enjoy it. And that's the kind of mentality that I've gone to with this game, is like, pick a hero and just really enjoy the time with the hero, and try to get it like foiled and fancy and something that just makes you feel intrinsically good when you look at it. And then also I got this PP Paws token, which is a nice little brute action. Which I think is just hilarious. Like, I think they just, did they like whiteout? Did they use whiteout on this? I haven't taken it out of the sleeve. Oh, it's double sleeved for its protection. Yeah, it looks like they literally just used whiteout. Or maybe like they got a piece of paper. Oh no, that's what they did. They got a piece of paper, they cut it, they printed it out, and they glued it down with like super glue. So now you can play the PP Paws card. So if you don't know the reference, back in March of this year, literally the release weekend of Outsiders, Brody Spurlock won an event up at the Realm Brawl in Chicago, but had to take a break. I think both players took a break during like a top 4 match because it had been a long day and they needed a bathroom break. They had to stop and go to the bathroom. So we coined that the PP Paws. Because apparently in Germany, that's like an actual term. I think that was the storyline behind it. So someone literally walked behind me during the Classic Constructed event on Sunday and dropped this at the table, which is just hilarious. So now I have a PP Paws. I got a couple of other really cool tokens that I can show off as well in later videos. But I just wanted to make a nice, fun video that we could kind of reconvene with after this World Championship season as we go out of 2023 and into the new year with all of the exciting things. So if you enjoy like casual types of videos like this, make that number go slightly higher, and we will see you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching.